Hi, I'm Mandy and this is my channel Make It Sew. Today is Friday Sews. It's for Friday the 26th of January, but I'm going to confess I'm late again. So it's actually Sunday. Today in Jen's sewing room was created by Jen, as you all know, and she always poses a question for us to bring up if we would like to. So the one today is, we're almost a month into 2024. Are you having a good start? Yes, I am. I've managed to make quite a few garments already. I've managed to do my Make 9 plans, which I released earlier this week. So I think that's going quite well so far. So on to what I've made. I'm doing a different view today because I don't want you to think that I always sit down in my chair. So the first thing I made, this is 2 weeks worth, is the Sew Over It Marni Cardigan again. I showed you a teal version in my last Friday sews, and then I have this fabric in my stash. I will insert some pictures here of me posing in it. It's a really unusual fabric. I really don't know where I got it from. I've had it for so long, but as I've told you, I really want to be getting through my stash this year. So I did have quite a lot of fun trying to match it up, but I don't think I've done too bad a job really, because it's not just like their normal stripes, they're all different thicknesses. So when I've got it on, as you'll hopefully see in the little video, the actual neckband does match up. I just had to finish it off. I think I've just got to hem the sleeves because I ran out of the Maraflex when I was top stitching. So I'll show you what I bought to replace that, because I found somewhere I can get it a lot cheaper, and you buy it in bigger spools as well. But I have worn this already and it's so warm, it's really lovely, and I think that'll look quite nice, but I just don't want to go near too many checkouts because it does give me barcode vibes. So with that, I've actually got quite a bit of material left over, so I'm actually thinking of making something sleeveless, maybe like a vest top, because I think that'd be nice to go under something in spring, and it's just a really lovely fabric to work with. Just does make your eyes go a bit funny, but I like it. Could even maybe get a t-shirt out of it, I'm not sure, because there's some weird tail ends on it, so we'll see. Excuse me. Whoop. The second thing I'm wearing is my Hug hoodie by Made It Patterns. So it's just like any sweatshirt, but I love it because it's got this little detail in the bottom. Again, I'll insert some pictures here, and again, I've shown you in the video, but I found this in my scraps, which is some jersey that I had, so I lined the hood with that, and I love this pattern, I have to say, but I have got a bad feeling that it's not available anymore, because I did have a look. It did say Made It patterns are available on the fold line, but when I went to look at it to purchase, I couldn't actually see it available anymore. I did show you this last week, or last time I did my Friday sews. I don't know what day I'm on. My lovely friend Emma from Lincoln Social, Scothern Social, sent this to me because she just didn't like the style of the pattern, but I'm quite happy with it. It's actually designed for a 5'6" model, like a lot of patterns are. So being 5'8", I had to lengthen both the sleeves and the body. I wanted to show you, I actually sized it down to a size 14. And I found their instructions so good, they're really clear. They've got quite a sense of humour as well. So what did it say first? I've marked it so I could find it to show you, and now I can't. So the first bit was to do, here we are, with this little shape on the bottom, because it does look like a little boat. So they've put on there, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. That's a nursery rhyme I grew up with as a child, so that was quite funny. And then there's another bit here somewhere. It always works when you're off camera. Where does it say? Somewhere here. It just says something like, don't try it on yet because you'll look like a banana. But again, at the end, you've also got, as well as having this hood detail, you've got an optional neckband otherwise. So if you don't want it to be a hoodie, you can have it as just a normal top. I got it from Pound Fabrics. It's a French terry. It was £9.50 a metre. I think I used just about 2. I'm trying to think what else now. I'm going a bit brain dead today. I'll put that up there out of the way. So again, I've got quite a bit left over of this fabric. So I'm going to try and find something else to make with it because it feels so soft. And I don't like having too many scraps in my drawer because they take up a lot of room. And so again, I might make another sort of short sleeve top with that one. I added 2 inches onto the sleeves, I think I might have said, and 2 inches onto the length because I have got quite a long body. I made this while I was attending, I suppose you could say, the virtual social with Sam from Sequin Girly Creates and Christine from Gemini Stitches. So it was a Southern social, and I managed to cut it out on there and finish it on the Monday. I think you might have seen this quite a lot recently because we got this pattern as part of the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway with the fold line, and it's the Paper Theory LB Pullover. So it has got quite a boxy style to it, and you can have 2 different neck bands. You've got the wide turtleneck one and you've got a thinner one. I saw Cara from So Mad wearing it and I really liked it, so I thought I'd give it a go. So this is a wearable toile because the fabric I used is quite a stretchy one, and it does say not so stretchy fabric to use. I will show you some more pictures of me prancing about in it. And when I first made it, I hadn't hemmed it because it looked massive, and I think I did size it down by 2 sizes as it was. So I used a size 12 and I normally have to do the 16, and as you can see it is quite a wide boxy style, and the arms come down off your shoulder, they don't sit on your shoulder. But once I hemmed it, it's grown on me, and I'll be honest, it's so warm and comfortable that even if I have it as loungewear inside the house or when I'm sewing, because it gets quite cold in here, this would be great for it. And of course it's purple, and this is from my stash again. I don't know where from. It's a really soft fleece fabric, and again I've got loads left over, so I think I must have bought 3 meters of it because I've got all this left. And to start with, when I saw how the pullover looked on me, I was a bit conscious of it because I feel quite big at the moment anyway around my stomach area, and I was going to recut it and make it even smaller, but like I say, it's grown on me now, so I've got this all to play with. So I've got all that to play with, which is probably 1.5 meters, and some tails as well. So I've got to find another pullover maybe to make, because like I say, it's lovely and warm. So also this week I did have some funny shifts at work. I had to do an overnight on the Tuesday, so I slept a little bit Wednesday, and then I was up early Thursday for a long day, so that threw me out on Wednesday afternoon. So I didn't get any sewing done then, which was a shame, but I managed to start some of my Confident Capsule collection makes. I am a bit behind, but because they record it all on videos that you can watch whenever you want, I'm catching up that way, so I'm fitting in between other makes I'm doing. So this one is the Style Arc Brooklyn jumper, and we were provided with a Brights. I chose Brights as the box, and I will talk about it in more detail when I do that video, but the colour I was given was lilac, and I know it is a shade of purple, but I didn't really like the lilac, and a few of the other ladies had shown that they'd dyed their fabric, so I thought, why not, I'm going to do that too. So I had a look on a good online sewing retailer, and I bought the jeans blue dye-on pods, and I got 2 of those because I thought, as it's quite a thick fabric, I didn't want it to be streaky, I wanted it to cover it really well, so I used that. But I will admit that's made the fabric quite stiff, so I am hoping that once I've washed it a couple of times that will soften up. But I think it might have been my fault, because when you dye these things they say to do it on a cotton wash, and it's quite a long wash. It's like a 3-hour cycle, so you have to wash it once with the dye pods in, then you take out the dye pods and wash it again, and then you have to take the actual fabric out the machine and wash for another 3 hours to clean the machine. So it took 9 hours to dye this, really. So it was worth it. I really like this colour. I prefer it to the lilac. So the Style Up Brooklyn does actually come with pockets that fit on the side, but the fabric we were given, again, it was like a stretchy rib, which I think would be quite nice, but because I was doing this for the first time and I wasn't sure on the fit and the weight of the fabric, I thought I'd just do it without pockets this time. And also both the cuffs and the hemband I've done with just the main fabric, because that was the look I wanted to go for. So I sized this down by 2 sizes, and I added 1.5 inches to the sleeve length, because I've got long arms and I just like these being right round the edges, like over my wrists, to keep me warm. So the hem does look a bit funny at the moment, but I think, again, it's once I've washed it that'll soften it up. And I did actually use my overlocker for the first time for everything. I didn't use Maraflex because I didn't think the Maraflex would be strong enough. So that's my Brooklyn, and that's another nice warm cosy item of clothing for me. And it's got a massive turtleneck, I suppose you call it. So I like to have things around my neck to keep me warm. So that's my Brooklyn. Right, so that was my makes this week. I have actually made a couple of more items, so I've been really busy. One of them is a pattern test I'm doing that I have to keep stum about at the moment. That will be released, I think they're releasing the actual pattern on Monday the 29th of January. So once that's been released, I'll be able to share that with you. And I'm also halfway through my Sirocco jumpsuit that I'm doing as a collaboration with Sparkle with Sam. So I'll be showing that. I think we're releasing it on the 5th of February. So you'll be able to see which fabric we had voted for and what they look like and how different they are. So I can't wait to show you that. And again, I'm using my overlocker, which has caused me a couple of issues, but I will share that with you later. And then the last thing I think I've got really is what I'm planning for this week, and I have purchased some fabric, but in my defence, it is for something I want to make straight away. So I'm not just going, because I keep getting emails from Pound Fabrics and they've got some really lovely things, but I'm trying to be good because I'm going to the Stitch show in March, which isn't that far away now really, so I'm saving up my pennies for them. Talking about penny, this is from a Facebook group that I'm on called Fabrics by Penny, and it's a community group and they post fabrics on there, and I saw this gorgeous knit and I thought I could make another billy or a jumper with that one, and it was a really reasonable price as well, and it is so soft. I haven't washed it yet, admittedly, because I wanted to show you first, but I got 3 meters of it and it's just really soft. So if you fancy some of this or some of the other fabrics they have, because once they're gone, they're gone. If you go over to Facebook and look for Fabrics by Penny community group, I think Adam Sews is on there as well. but that is gorgeous, and it was a reasonable price. So I'm hoping to make, like I say, a billy or some other sweater top or dress, because I've got plenty of it for that. So that was a justified purchase. The other purchase I've made this week is when I run out of some Maraflex thread. So Christine from Gemini Stitches mentioned that she'd bought some interfacing from William G, and I keep looking on their site because they've got some Maraflex on larger spools at a lot cheaper than if you keep buying the Godmother one. So I thought I'd give it a go, and of course while I was there I ordered some interfacing, not fabric as such. So I've ordered 1 metre each of their medium weight interfacing, the black, and then the same in the white, because I just want to give it a go before I get a big amount. So that interfacing was cotton, and then I bought 1 metre of both the black and the white stretch interfacing as well, because I have run out of that. I can't show you one thing because it's a card for somebody, but this is the Maraflex I was talking about. So it's 1500 metres and it cost me £7.50, whereas if I buy 150 metres of the small Maraflex reel, it's £3.40. So I think that's quite a bargain, and I have used it to finish the top stitching on my Marni Cardigan, and it was fine. I used my little prim cone holder that I got for Christmas and just put the length to 3 like I do with the Godmother, and it's worked really well. So I will be buying more of that. And as a little gesture and thank you for my order, they gave me this cotton or polyester, sorry, thread as a little thank you, spun polyester, and it says on there, thank you for your order. So I thought that was a nice little gesture. Like I said, I did get a birthday card, but I can't actually show you that one. And I'm hoping to make with some fabric from my stash. Originally I was hoping to do the Instagram challenge Jungle January, because I thought this would be perfect for that. I did originally buy it for a kilo wrap dress, but I just haven't been brave enough to make it up because I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable wearing it outside the house. So I want to make some more Juno pyjamas. But do you think I can find my pattern that I've traced out? I've put it somewhere, but it's obviously staring at me from my room and I can't find it. So I haven't had a chance to make it yet. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll just trace it again, but when you want, you know, you've got it somewhere, it's really annoying. So it's in Mandy's safe place somewhere. And then I've got some cuffing that I bought from Pound Fabrics, which I thought would be perfect for this top and bottom. So that's one of my plans. So I want to finish my Sirocco. On Monday I'm having my right leg operation, or is it classed as a procedure, because I'm only in there for a couple of hours, but I'm having my right leg veins done, so I'm having another ablation and stripping. So I'm going to be laid up for a few days to start with, and then hopefully after that I'll be able to start walking around quite nicely. And I've just got to train myself to use my left foot for my pedal, and then I can get on with sewing while my right foot's propped up like it was last time with my left one. So I've got that. On Thursday we've got the Confident Capsule Collection sew along for the Peony dress by Fabric Godmother. I've heard different things about this one with the fit, so I'm hoping that with Jenny's guidance on how to cut it out and sizing, etc., that it will fit me quite nicely, because that is quite a pretty pattern, and the fabric we've got is really nice. And then at the weekend I'm doing something else quite exciting, but I'm going to share that with you next week, because I do intend to try and get my Friday sewed out on a Friday. Fingers crossed. I'd also like to do a small sewing channel shout out to Sew Very Laura. She's fairly small channel like me, and she's very kindly reached out to me after my Make 9 video. We're going to do a collaboration in a couple of months, so that's something to look forward to. So that's my Friday sews. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please press that button. It's no cost to you and it helps grow my channel, and I'll hope to see you next week. Again, I'm hoping to do my sew along for the Whistler top this week, but obviously it'll be dependent on how well I am at standing. But as long as I can put my foot up for a little while, I'm sure that'll be fine. So I will say goodbye. See you soon.